Okay, today I'm going to do a project from my cartridge that I just got in the mail today. It's called Nate's ABCs, and it's basically more of a boyish theme, and it goes through the alphabet. It also has a set of fonts, and you can see that there's a sample of some of the images here on the back. There's layers, and there's all kinds of cool features, so let's get started. My first project that I'm going to do is the train. I think it's cute. I have a little boy, so I think he'll like this. Sometimes I make little paper cutouts for his room. And the first thing you're going to look at here, you're going to get an overlay, which gives you all of the icons that you'll be able to use with this cartridge. So you just place it on top, like this. I'm using the first model of Cricut. This is the Cricut Expression. You may have later models, but they are all backwards compatible. So they do take cartridges. For the newer models, you'll still be able to use the cartridge. And you just pop it out. But the newer models, I believe that once you plug it in, you link it, you have all of your designs there, and it's all digital. And then you don't need to do this again. But the standalone machines, every time you use it, you have to put the cartridge in. Put it in like that. And there you see that it's registering Cricut Nate's ABCs. I have my mat. The first thing I'm going to look at is the design itself. It looks like the first thing that needs to go down is the blue paper, and that's going to be the background that you layer everything on. So the blue paper. Get my blue paper. I like to use scraps whenever I can. So this is definitely a scrap. Also, it looks like my cutting mat is getting a little less sticky. So I thought of this trick. I put just a little bit of double-sided sticky tape to help keep my paper in place. Put it in there like that. Load the mat. I like to do things that are maybe like about 5 inches. 5 inches is a good size. So I'll look for the train. There it is. It matches it. And it gives me a preview. Just the train by itself with nothing else. Looks like it matches, so that's it. I'm going to press cut. I have it on the highest pressure and on medium speed. I found that the faster it goes, sometimes it doesn't cut as neatly. While that's cutting, I'm going to get the next sheet of paper ready. It looks like the next color on there is going to be red. The paper's coming up, so I'm just going to hold it down. I do have other mats, but I just haven't opened them yet. Unload mat, and you just pop it out. Set your scrap paper to the side. Now it's time to do the same thing for the body of the train itself. Just put it on there like that. Press down as much as you can. Load. Going right back to the train, which is right here. So it's train shift. So I press shift lock and then train. That way I can make sure that it's right. And it says train-S, train-S. It matches the same thing here. So I can see it also visually that I do have the right thing. It's going to stay on 5 inches. And I'll just press cut again. So it's cutting that layer. The next layer looks like it's going to be this green top part of the train. And I could see that that's a very small piece, so there's no need to put this whole sheet of paper on there. I could probably just do something like that. Okay, unload that. And it looks like I cut that one out as well. Now, I should mention this, but when you select 5 inches for the size of your art that you're selecting, it is measuring from the top to the bottom. Those are and from the highest point. So 5 inches, this is considered 5 inches right here. You can see at the bottom of the wheel and the very top of the train there, it's almost there. So that's what's 5 inches. And then you have to kind of account for if it's 5 inches this way, proportionally it's also going to stretch across this way. And in this case, the train is going to be almost, it's at six and a half inches. So I'll set that to the side as well. Now we're going to get rid of the paper, the excess paper. I did get a Cricut spatula. This is something you should consider investing in because it does make the process a little bit better. Sometimes those little pieces of paper get stuck. And the next thing I'm going to do is put this paper in like this. I don't know. Actually, just to be on the safe side, I am going to put the larger piece in because I don't really know. Is it going to cut this way or is it going to cut this way? Just to save time, I'll do this. Press down on the paper a little bit. Load it in. It says that it's layer 1, so I'm going to take the shift lock off, put layer 1, select the train, and I see that it's right. And I'll click cut. So it's a good thing I did that. So it came all the way out. It looks like something happened because it wasn't as sticky as it should have been. So I'll unload the mat. I can always do that again. Looks like I really did need that sticky tape there. I'll go ahead and do that. It really is time to change my mat. There. As it's moving through, it is picking up the paper and cutting and then picking up the paper again. So, could have that little rippled effect. So I'll just put that to the side. And the really cool thing about the Cricut is you can always load the mat, and if it messes up like that, you can just select the repeat last, and this will repeat the last thing that you asked the Cricut to do. So I don't have to go through figuring out which buttons that I press, and this time it should work. Press cut. While it's doing that, side. Get rid of this right here. And the very last piece, oh, there are a few more pieces actually. We're going to need wheels and this top part, which is blue. Like that. This side has more stick. So, okay. And then this is also layer 1. So I can go shift lock, layer 1, and find the train. So in order to get that second layer, which is going to be this rectangle in this instance, since it's both under layer 1, just pressing layer will get you the first image, layer plus the shift button or shift lock button will get you that second image. And then you just cut. Okay. that for just that little piece of paper. Okay. Like that. And then I have over here the scissors. I like to use all the scraps I can, at least for as much as I can. Put it here. Do the same thing. Now I'm cutting out the wheels. Load the mat. Okay. And now this one is going to be layer 2, and then you just press the train again. You should see the 2 wheels pop up here. And they are. And lastly, we're going to put the yellow part of the project together, and that is the smoke. So it looks like the smoke is going to be a squiggly line. It's going to be this yellow. Load that in there. Layer 2, so shift lock, layer 2, train. Should see that squiggly line. And there it is. And let's see if it does okay. And after this, I really do need to change that mat. Okay. All right, unload the mat. Oh, okay, looks like I'm going to have to do that again. You can move it all over, like that. Click repeat last. Cut. And while that's going, I'll start looking at all my pieces and getting ready to assemble. I always want to keep the picture here as a guide. So it looks like the first thing that I have to do, great, so that's done. The first thing I have to do is put the red on top of the blue so that everything kind of peeks through. I'll use my double-sided sticky tape. Okay. Put it over like that. You can clearly see where it goes. I like to make sure it's perfectly lined up. Smells so good. Okay, the next step is putting the green on. Right there. Use tape. starting to look like it. And then the next piece will be this blue. I chose a different kind of blue. Really, you could make it anything you want. I like to make the projects look as much like the picture as possible. At least for the first try. Put the blue on there like that. Doesn't quite look right. You can still see red on each side. What is that? Okay. That's good enough. And now for the wheels. Where are the scissors? Cutting off the excess double-sided tape. You don't want that showing. Should have just torn a shorter piece. Okay, put that on there. That's one. And there goes the second wheel. That's perfect. And you can put this on top of a card. I have a card stock here like this. I don't know. And then you can see where the smoke is supposed to go. Like that. That is the end. Thank you. Subscribe.